What's going on, guys? This is your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into this really quickly, guys. Tomorrow night, we got ourselves a fight. Terence "Bud" Crawford, the WBO welterweight champion, taking on Kell Brook. I finally got a chance to watch the weigh-in, guys, so I wanted to go over each fighter's weight, and I want to touch on a little rumor about Bud Crawford. But first, let's get to the weigh-in, and we're going to start off with Kell Brook. Now, Kell Brook came in on the scale at 147 pounds on the nail. And let me say this, Kell Brook looked like a damn action figure when he stepped on that scale. His physique, I gotta say, it was fitness goals. Very, very impressive in my opinion. Now, I know physiques don't win fights, but you can tell just by looking at him that he's taking this fight really seriously, guys. He put in a lot of work, and I don't care if he says this is the easiest he ever made 147. He put in work for that physique, so my hat's off to Kell Brook for that. Now, Bud Crawford, he came in on the scale at 146.4 pounds. Even though he wasn't as muscular and big as Kell Brook, you know, he was in shape. He was ripped, ready to go. I think Bud stays in shape year round. He's one of those guys that like to stay in the gym. He lives that fighter lifestyle. My hat's off to him as well. Now, it was a little bit of jaw-jacking going back and forth between the two. I couldn't make out what Kell Brook was saying. I did hear some of the stuff Bud was saying, and let's just say the stuff that Bud was spewing at Kell Brook is not for virgin ears. So, but anyway, guys, some of you may know I picked Bud Crawford to win this fight, and it's not because I think Kell Brook is a bad fighter. I think Kell Brook has an excellent skill set. I just think Bud is his skill set is a lot better than Kell Brook's. Now, I can already see Kell Brook is going for the weight bully thing. He's going to rehydrate back up to probably middleweight and try to bully Terence Crawford with his size. I just don't think that's going to work. We've seen Terence Crawford in the ring with another big welterweight in Jeff Horn. Now, even though Jeff Horn is not as skilled as Kell Brook, he thought he was going to bully Terence Crawford with his size, and we all know how that turned out. Now, like I said, I got Bud Crawford winning this fight. I don't think he's going to knock Kell Brook out. I think the fight will go the distance, and I think he'll just put on a master boxing clinic over Kell Brook once he figures him out. So that's my take on what's going to happen tomorrow night in the fight. Now, the rumor I wanted to get around to talking about was Bud Crawford possibly leaving Top Rank to go over to the PBC. And I know a lot of times here on YouTube, you know, you got these two different classes of fans where, you know, people hate PBC or they hate Top Rank. I try not to get into that. I think both companies have their pros and their cons, and they both have good fighters on each platform. But to be honest, guys, if Terence Crawford is to get these big fights, because let's face it, these platforms have a hard time working together. He's probably going to have to go over to the PBC if he wants to face fighters like Errol Spence Jr., Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, etc., etc. That's probably where he needs to be, in my opinion, to get these big fights to, you know, solidify his legacy, guys. Let's face it, they don't have a lot of welterweights over at Top Rank, and there's no welterweight titles over there. So I think Bud Crawford should possibly head over to the PBC if he wants these big fights. So that's my take on that, guys. But like I said, tomorrow night we got ourselves a fight. I'm getting a little excited about the fight. I'm really interested in seeing how differently Terence Crawford handles Kell Brook than what Errol Spence did. Because, you know, that Errol Spence, Terence Crawford thing, it's still a real thing, guys. It's still a real thing. So I just want to look and compare between the two of how they fight Kell Brook. So let me know who you guys have in the comment section for the fight tomorrow night. You rolling with Kell Brook or you rolling with Terence Crawford? Let me know in the comment section, guys. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.